Hello everyone, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Today we are back with Neria, and this is the first Dragon Age video that I've recorded for 2020. And will also be the first video that I will be publishing on a Sunday, as I've decided that Sundays will become Dragon Age Sunday, I think, is how we'll go with it. We'll just put all of our attribute points into Constitution. I'm doing this mostly because Dragon Age is one of those games where it's quite long in the tooth. Ooh, excuse me. So, oof. Jeepers. Because it's quite long, we will be, I think, trying to spend a little bit more time on it. And not just a little bit more time, but I'm hoping that maybe I can get like a weekly upload schedule going for it. Where we upload a Dragon Age video every Sunday. This, of course, kind of ties in quite nicely with like a 4-day kind of schedule. So I hope you all look forward to seeing a bit more of this more often. Today, or in the last episode, we were in Ostagar, and the Darkspawn got a drop on us, and Teyrn, being the traitorous, no good ass that he is, quit the field. So unfortunately we kind of took the fall for that, but that's okay. I think we'll be able to do something with it. We are, of course, back at Morgan and Flemeth's house in the Kokari Wilds, so I believe we're going to have to go talk to Flemeth. I'm just trying to figure out. Mana Cleanse seems like a good one.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Oof. I'm fine. I appreciate your concern.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
If you're Flemeth, you must be very old and powerful.
Must I? Age and power are relative. It depends on who is asking. Compared to you, yes, on both counts.
Then why didn't you save Duncan? He was our leader.
I am sorry for your Duncan, but your grief must come later. In the dark shadows before you take vengeance, as my mother once said. Duty must come now. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
I mean, no, but a lot of them have been slaughtered. Oof. Of course not.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
We should contact the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Kaelin already summoned them. They'll come if they can, but I expect Loghain has already taken steps to stop them. We must assume they won't arrive in time.
That's unfortunate. What is this archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Oh jeez. Yeah, no. We don't want to do something like that. Then we need to find this archdemon.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention, I don't know how.
How to kill the archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions. Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Arl Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
You think that Arl would leave us over the Teyrn? Teyrn?
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Such determination. How intriguing.
I still don't know if Arl Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
No, but that's why we're here. We're Grey Wardens. We'll find a way. It's up to us, after all.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then? Ready to be Grey Wardens?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yes. I'd be happy with just staying alive.
Come to think of it, that would be nice.
Well, don't expect me to do everything. There is, however, one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve? Or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, dear. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Thank you, but if Morrigan doesn't wish to join us...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Very well. We'll take her with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother? This is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite Ferelden against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Oof. I understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Oof.
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds is our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
I think we should just... Oh, no. No, I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
I think we should just get underway.
Farewell, mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
On our way we go. Oh, hey. Before we go, let's upgrade Alistair a little bit. We'll increase your constitution. And... go Master Combat. You're a duel, aren't you? Yeah. Alright. Let's go to...
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most... fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Hey look, death root. Oh no. No you don't. Where is your leader? Alright. And
Now we get our hands. Another battle, I see.
I think we work well together.
I am done with that one.
he wags his tail happily and paints. Those darkspawn didn't hurt you, boy, did they?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
Aww. I've always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be. Oh no. Alright, well, we'll go with something unoriginal. Everybody okay? Oh, let's get... Oh wait, there's some elf fruit here too. Excellent. Damn. Lots of good stuff. On our way to Lothering.
Wake up, gentlemen! More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers!
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
You should listen to your friend. We are not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Henrik. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Oof. You're toll collectors then?
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
You're fixing the highway? I think not.
Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you, see?
Do shut up. Even a genlock would have understood that.
Oof. Forget it. I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
You can certainly try.
Well, this is going nowhere. Let's finish this, gents.
Yeah!
Threatening me? Why, buddy, you'll regret that. And whoop, and no, I want you attacking them.
We surrender. We're just trying to get by before the darkspawn get us all.
Oof, get by? You're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
Oof. Hand over everything you've stolen.
Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
Oof. Now you die. That's all you deserve.
I'm not going down without a fight.
Not going down without a fight. Oh, looks like you went down without a fight. Fallen Templar.
Yes. Huh.
Alright, and some crates.
Oh, right.
Ah, jeez. Ah, come on.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
You have been very quiet, Alistair.
Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long then.
Morgan.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to, alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Oof. We need to hear some news before we can decide.
But we need to decide what our general plan is for afterwards, don't we? I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
What do you mean?
The treaties, the ones we got from Flemeth. With these, we will be able to ask for assistance. Maybe even raise an army. There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Major. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Our Eamon is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Oof. What do you think we should do, Morgan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Then we need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Won't the Circle of Magi do what the Chantry says?
Technically, the Circle of Magi is independent. We don't know that the Chantry won't support us, of course.
You truly believe that?
If we speak to the first Enchanter, he should see that his responsibility to the Grey Wardens supersedes anything the Chantry or even Teyrn Loghain might have to say about it.
Where will we find the Dalish elves?
If we head eastward towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there.
I hope so. That would be really disappointing. Where do we find the dwarves?
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
And where do we find our Eamon?
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
I don't need any more directions.
Then you have a plan.
I'm ready to get going. No, I'm not sure any of this is a good idea.
I'm not sure I like any of it either, but we don't have a lot of choice in the matter.
Of course you have a choice. You could run and forget about it all. Let the Darkspawn do as they wish until other Grey Wardens come. If they come.
That's what you call a choice?
It may not be a good choice, but it's a choice nevertheless. We all choose our path, even when it seems there is only one direction we should go.
How enlightening. At any rate, I'll stay with you whatever you decide.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Alright, let's go. I want tab, not shift. It's a chicken. Hello, chicken.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps.
Need something? I don't generally talk to strange elves who wander in here.
You don't... You have something against elves?
I don't know you. Why shouldn't I have something against you? We've got enough strangers overrunning us. Nothing but trouble.
I should go.
Don't let me stop you.
Rude much. There's so many people around here. A farmer is so rude.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you.
Are we done with this
There's none
place?
to be found.
It may not be here later should we leave now.
Oh, there's so many. Oh, hey, there's a crate.
I'm cold. I don't like this.
Inventory full. Ah, shit, son.
Bah,
I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Is your profiteering ruffling some feathers?
You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Oof. I don't... Oh, he's being an ass. But I shouldn't be getting involved. It'd be really bad if I started getting involved in every problem that occurs. Oh, you don't think you're being unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
Oof. I think you can compromise and still make a profit, no?
Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Morgan did not like that. Shit. Wait, hold on.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something?
I am indeed. Let's see what you have.
Alright. Just don't buy everything up.
I can't. I don't have the inventory space. We'll buy that though. Gosh darn it. So. Do you have a backpack? You do not. Okay. We have, like, so many weapons. Where did this all come from? Oh, wait. Enchanter's Footing. +6 defense. Nah, get rid of you, get rid of you. You. Oof. Steel is tier 3, but Verdium is tier 4. See, the problem is some of this stuff kind of want to keep, but then some of it is like, I don't actually need it. No. Accessories, no. Ooh. Excellent. We can sell that. And yeah, alright. Go do some more exploring. Oh.
Greetings to you, milady. If it isn't too much to ask, might you be able to spare some bread?
What happened to you?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Teyrn would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves like us. Surely you understand.
I met these bandits. They're dead now.
You killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
Awesome. Fruit, we can use that to create some potions. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Lag, get away.
And I'm off.
I think we go to the inn next. The inn will have some thing that we can use. Merchant. Little boy.
Have you seen my mother?
You poor thing. Did you and your mother get separated?
Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Do you know where your father is?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
I don't think she's coming back, child.
Why not? Why would she leave me here?
Oh no. I don't think she meant to leave you.
But she must be coming.
You can't stand here forever. What if she doesn't show?
I don't know. Maybe I should go home and look for her.
I'll take you to your farmhold if you like.
No, I'm big enough to go myself. The mean men must be gone by now.
Aww. You're so brave. Alright, to the inn.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Didn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die?
What do you wish of me?
Oof. They're not getting along very nicely. Is there anything around here of use? No, not particularly.
I have nothing you want. Why do you keep staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you are not wanted? I enjoy company of creatures of the wild, not stench-ridden domesticated wolves. And he persists. Maddening!
Aww. He'll grow on you. Listen.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
What do you need traps for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Sorry, I can't make traps.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
No, it's not a bother. Boop boop.
Did you see the new recruiters out?
I'd keep your voice down if I were you. They're pressing anyone who can hold a sword into service.
Teyrn wants a new army, but is it to fight them Darkspawn or those nobles shouting against them?
I've no idea, but I'm sure not about to raise my hand if you catch my meaning. Not after what happened down south.
Ooh, no one's happy.
Did you speak to that knight yesterday?
I'm scared.
Said he was from Redcliffe.
When are we going home?
To everyone in the
Well,
tavern.
look what we have here, then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen one.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Let's talk about this before things get out of hand.
I doubt he would listen. He blindly follows his master's commands.
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar, where the Teyrn saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk! Take the Warden into custody. Kill the sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
Really? Why you gotta do that? Why are you gonna make a mess of everything?
It's your time to die! Begin the onslaught! Let's see you quickly, shall we? It's your time to die! It's a good day.
One. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
Oof. Take a message to Logain.
What do you want to tell him?
He'll have to do better. No. The Grey Wardens know what really happened.
I'll tell him. Right away. Now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
I appreciate what you tried to do.
I am glad you found it in your heart to offer those men mercy. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
I am Neria. A pleasure.
They said you were a Grey Warden. I'm surprised you're an elf. But elves must want the Blight defeated as much as humans, no? I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
I will need help, that's true.
That, and the Maker wants me to go with you.
Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Very well. I will not turn away help when it is offered.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Actually, I wonder. No. No. What am I looking for? Skills. Ah, you can't make traps either. That's okay.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
Is there something I can do for you?
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
How can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Teyrn, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
I'll take a look.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Neat. Scrape the barrel. There are a number of people who pledged to aid the Blackstone Irregulars in times of need. Those times are now. Here you will find 3 letters of conscription. Deliver them to the people listed below and return to the Irregulars for your payment. Should any of these people refuse, do what you must to get them to honour their oaths. So we're looking for Pater Gritch in Lothering. Derelict duty. Oh, hold on. Let's actually accept it. Derelict duty. My friend, the Irregulars require a trusted agent to track down and deal with deserters. Do this and you will be rewarded. These deserters took with them valuable supplies crucial to the Irregulars' future as supplier of marital services. Deal with these wastes of space as you see fit, and bring the supplies back as proof that the problem has been dealt with. We will ask no questions as to your methods or the final condition of the deserters. Use your own discretion. Cool. You will likely find them in the following locations: Lake Killenhard, Denerim, and Forestback Mountains. Nice. We'll accept that one as well. Bard.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Show me what you've got. Ooh. Small shrapnel trap. small claw trap. Small grease trap lands. Yeah, we'll go with that one as well. We'll sell the fire crystal and the spirit shards. And I think that's about it. Oh, you charge a high price. Buy the gifts. Oh, actually, where do they go? There we go.
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
Sorry about the mess.
They had it coming, and they were trouble enough themselves. So long as you don't start more, I won't get excited. Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
I don't... Have you heard any rumours?
There's knights from Redcliffe wandering the countryside, looking for the place where Andraste's sacred ashes are said to lie. Can you believe that? The urn holding her ashes is a myth, and yet these knights say they were sent to find it anyhow to heal Arl Eamon. I didn't even know he was ill. Maybe he has the Blight. If so, then times are even darker for Ferelden than any of us thought. Anything else I can get you?
I'll be going.
Luck speed your way.
Liliana, we're going to see if we can crack open that chest. We can. Excellent. Alright, on our way.
Got a cousin in the Templars. He says the mages in the tower out on Lake Callanhard are all turning into demons.
They always say that, though.
Well, this time it's true.
Alright. Elder Miriam, Sten, Chanter's Ward, Lothering and the Imperial Highway, Journal, Blackstone Auriculars, Passa Griech and Lothering.
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kukari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But some...
On my way.
Times, they are right. And they are right in this.
You know this about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories...
Your king is dead! There is no hope! The legions of evil are on your doorstep! They will feast upon our hearts! There is nowhere to run! This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts! Please, you're scaring the children! Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands! There! One of their minions is already amongst us! This woman bears their evil stench! Can you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
Why don't you keep your voice down?
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent. Please stop. Somebody shut his mouth.
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
You poor man. What happened to you?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn.
It must have been horrible. How did you escape?
I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off. She had hair the same color as yours.
You're not honoring her death by acting like this.
Are you calling me a coward?
I'm calling you an idiot. Listen to yourself for a moment.
I have shamed my ancestors, but the blackness will come.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
There's always hope. Muster your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Teyrn.
Your king is dead! There is no hope!
Honestly.
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
And when the Maker spoke, the sound of light.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Well, at least he went.
Yes?
Key required.
And when the chart spreads across all four corners of the world, then it cries and asks for the ears of the Maker.
Alright, let's see what else there is. Ron Silver is there.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to heaven. And then shall...
Yes, my lady? Who might you be?
Ooh, my lady. You can call me Neria.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
No, I am not.
Then what might I do for you?
I'm hoping you could help me. I'm a Grey Warden.
I see. That is certainly worthy of notice. Teyrn Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
He claimed we're responsible?
And set a bounty on any who survived. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Teyrn claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Is there any other help you can offer?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall.
Right.
There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
Things seem very dire in the village.
They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I should go. I should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
You too.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Teyrn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
But if Arl Eamon is sick, why are you here?
Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable.
With each day, my hope dims.
Your friend Sir Henrik is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
I should go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, foul. Foul.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker... So, yeah, these episodes might be a bit long.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there? No one else?
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Oy.
I hope more soldiers make it out of Ostagar. So much tragedy.
I bought traps for you. God damn it.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Actually, I was more hoping I could help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I know a bit about herbalism.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Alright, Lothering. More than just plants. 3 of these should suffice. Refer to her note for specifics. Bah.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
I didn't need them. Here you go.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Whoop. And Liliana, you just...
Right away.
Yeah, we'll take that axe off your hands.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Starit, Merade Twasit, Abana Kyun, Maras Shokra, Ananne Sam Kyun. You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner. Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
I am Neria. Pleased to meet you.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes,
that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
I find myself in need of skilled help.
No doubt. What help do you seek?
I am sworn to defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Ouch! Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve, or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Reminds me of, Geralt of Rivia from The Witcher. Which I've watched it, I think, like a week ago on Netflix. Or it might have been earlier I think it was last week. Yeah. Sten reminds me of Geralt of Rivia. Just his voice. Kind of his mannerisms. Alright. We're almost through this episode, so we'll free Sten and we'll just have a look at this bookshelf.
And I'm off.
Yeah, there we go. Revered Mother.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
What tithe is acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
Very well. 30 silver it is.
Thank you, dear woman. What can I do for you, then?
I want to talk about Sten, the Canary you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
Is there any way I can convince you to release him?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Yeesh. Alright, let's go. We're gonna free Sten of the Beresad. But yeah, just picking up on the Witcher point from before. I don't know about others, but I thought the Netflix show was pretty
go on
good.
about how stupid I am? I'm not stupid, am I?
If you need to ask the question...
Because it hurts my manly feelings, you know. Or one of them.
Then I'll be sure to write you an apology once all of this is over.
I was educated by the Chantry. I studied history. They don't make stupid Templars.
Then I must have been mistaken. I'm very impressed.
No, you're not. You're not even listening to me.
My, you are smarter than you look after all. Your Chantry must have been very proud.
Oh. Morrigan's just egging Alistair on, and it's both terrifying and beautiful. Ooh, pile of filth. Wait, Sten first.
You wish something more of me?
I have the key to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Very well. I'll lead you out.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Thank you, Sten. Glad to have you with us.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Alright. We'll keep going with this clan. Oh, pile of filters around that way.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Done. Cool. Excellent.
Huh.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Cailan, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
I'm sorry, what? What did I do? Uh-oh. And you shall all die. Ah, crap. Hold on. Wait. Focus down the weaker one.
It's your time to die, them off.
Get up. Come on. Alright. They look like bandits. I want to go poke the bandits. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go poke the bandits. But first...
What now?
What one was it? There we go. I had a bow that you could use. And probably be an idea to give you some armor. I think. Yeah. All right. Keep Alistair alive. Uh-oh.
Not enough! Begin the onslaught! You should run while you yes. Back! All right.
Wait. And unfortunately. Oh, there we go. You're dead. Bam! No, there's more bandits. We're not going that way. No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that.
Get back, Sandal! Don't let him!
Ah, shit, fam. Let's give you another dagger. Oh, hey, hold on. Alright.
Sometimes. Another call, child. I try to be merciful. Begin the onslaught. You force our hand. If you insist. Be careful!
What? Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Oh yes. Just how we're playing. I'm kidding. You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
I doubt you want to travel with a Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offence, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Alright. Maleficarium. What was that? Maleficarium regrets. I won't go back. Let them hunt and dread finding me. But you, Melis, should not live this life. It would please me if you found a life in the Circled Tower. I left a few things there, mostly stolen from the enchanters. Sell them to fund a new path. The cache is in the study area, middle alcove. Goodbye. Damn, son. Alright. Well then. Where are we headed now? I suppose we'll be off.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seems so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon? Is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Alright, so... that is going to be the episode for today. I hope you all enjoyed this one. It was unfortunately a little longer just because of the quest that we were doing. There is a potential for more of the episodes in the future to be a little bit longer as well. Just because I know that we've got a few that are... yeah. We've got a few that are really there. In terms of kind of what needs to be done and everything. But I think next time what we're going to do is we're going to head for... I think what we'll do is we'll head for the Chantry. So Lake Callanhard. So of course you've got that to look forward to next time. We'll start off with the mage, recruiting the Magi, as well as a little bit of upkeep within the camp. So until then, I hope you all enjoyed, keep being awesome, and I'll see you around.